From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now it's Nix. Forced out to his left. That one down the field for Ferguson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On play action, here's Nix. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing now is Mahomes. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change when all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Nick's looking to throw again. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Moore, the man in motion. Nick's going to tap this forward. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how deep.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerome Jackson, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film, that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Mahomes now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15. Attack. Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
ETN up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop it right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Right after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, here's Nix. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun is Nix. And this one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now to bunt this one away. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now it's Lockett. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and an incompletion as a result.
Nix to the air. And it's taken in by his big tight end. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Finding more on the out route for the completion. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Myers' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers set to
Here's Myers now to kick it away. Will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
at the 25-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
2nd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Yellow. Hey, 15. Attack.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ibuka, 47 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in. It kind of can't tell.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Trenton Simpson, he just flew in there to drop it.
A true all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Texans. DJ Moore, 33 yards. And the Texans have retaken a third-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Chiefs 21.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play? It changes that, and maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Irvin. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Nix. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up being complete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
I don't need this. Let's go, Louie. Hey, 57,
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield. and they capture him for a loss.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got to slow. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Take a whistle, take a trip, you know I'm tripping for my dog.
Yellow!
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
Oh, I said, ready.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On the sneak, it's Nix. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Texans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Open man is Ibuka. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. Still on his feet. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Deontay Banks there on the stop. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Nix. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it with the option right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. Little read option, the end result, the 1st down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. And he stopped immediately there. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on.
That is intercepted. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. An extra point splits the uprights, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Nix. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Kansas City, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.